everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I thought that it would be fun to do a get ready with me, start to finish, hair, makeup, outfit, all the things. So I have a holiday party tonight. It's actually my husband's for his work. So I'm gonna show you kind of my slightly elevated hair and makeup routine when I'm going somewhere at night. Oh my God, that's so loud, hold on. It's not a huge change from my other video of my makeup routine. I don't do a ton. I do a little bit, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Anyway, so we're getting ready in my living room right now, and that might seem kind of weird, but for some reason the light in my bathroom and everywhere else looked really weird, and the light's good out here, so that's where we're at. Let's get started. I'm going to put my hair up really quickly. I have brought you a little bit closer. Okay, let's get started. Now, we're gonna start with skin. I'm gonna do a little bit of this Life Plankton Sensitive Emulsion Moisturizer. And I have a little mirror here that I'm using. Now I'm gonna do lips, just a little bit of moisturizer on these lips. This is Baby Lips by Maybelline. And then I'm gonna move on to foundations. I have this Fit Me Dewy Smooth Foundation from Maybelline. If you watched my other makeup video, you know that I like this one. I'm just going to do a tiny bit, not a lot, a tiny bit here on my hand, and I am going to blend it in with my hands. I got a lot of comments, people had a lot to say about using your hands when doing foundation, and I didn't know that was such a divided thing. People were like, what are you doing? I was like, using your hands. I was like, I mean, this is just how I do it, you guys, but people will use their hands on me at work all the time to blend foundation or concealer, and it's totally fun, and I've lived to tell about it. I hope you can support me on my journey. I don't know everything about makeup. I'm just showing you what I do. That really is like a very thin layer of foundation there. I'm going to curl my lashes and give my eyebrows a little bit of a brush up. If you guys have watched my other videos, you know that I've been working on my eyebrows and using castor oil every night and on my lashes, and I actually do think it's making a difference, but you guys can be the judges. Comment below if you think my eyebrows look like there's more hair there. You just have to tell me and make my day. I'll be so happy. I'm gonna curl my lashes now. I do think the castor oil has made a difference on my lashes more than my eyebrows, actually. This is a Kevin Aucoin lash curler. I actually got fully influenced by Jessica Clements. I love her. I love watching her videos. She's so cute. But she talks about this in every single video, and I was like, I just need this lash curler. Like, I need to put it to the test, so I got it, and I actually do really like it. Next thing I'm going to do is concealer. I'm going to use Age Rewind under my eyes and a little bit in the center of my face, I think, and my chin, which I'll show you. So here I do a little bit, maybe a little bit here, a little bit there, under my eyes, and a little in my chin area. So I look a little crazy, and then I blend it in with my finger. I never do my makeup in these tiny mirrors, and it's a little alarming being this close up. I'm like, oh my goodness. I feel like I haven't been blending everything in the past. Now I'm so up close like this. But yeah, I do around my nose and my chin, because I do get a little bit red around my nose sometimes, especially in the winter. My skin is a little bit dry, but that's okay. Cool. Okay, so I've been using the Maybelline came out with this tattoo brow pomade. Eyebrows for me, I truly gave up because I either looked like really angry or one was darker than the other, whatever. This is actually relatively easy to use, and I've been succeeding actually. So I just take a little bit on the angled brush that they have here, and I always take a little bit out of my hand because I don't want to go in with a ton of product at first. Like I try to go in with just a little bit and work from there. So, and the other end has this little spoolie. I start in sort of more of the center of the eyebrow and kind of just start to fill in a lot of the little gaps that I have. I'm not pro at this yet, but I do think I've gotten a little bit better. And I just kind of use the spoolie to, in my head, it's just helping to blend it a tiny bit. It's not a huge difference, but that's okay. Like I'm not really looking for a major transformation. I'm just slowly learning on my eyebrow journey, trying to make them better, look better over time. Doing the same thing on the other side. I'm going in super lightly. You're gonna also get major lazy eye action on this side, my apologies. My left eye, as you guys know, or if you watched any of my other videos, does not go left. So it makes for some interesting faces. My face gets, my eyes like go fully in two different directions. It's funny. It's a quirk. Quite a few you wrote me about that on Instagram, and I was really surprised saying that you had the same thing with your eyes, that one wouldn't go in one direction, or a lazy eye, or, you know, I call it my wonky eye. No shame in my game. And it's like just part of who I am, but you just gotta own it, you know? We all have funny quirks and stuff like that. It sucks because sometimes people will be like, when I get really tired, my eyes fully and go in two different directions, like just because I guess now they both just decide to stop working, which is great. And people will be like, are you looking at me? Because my eyes are fully crossed, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm tired. Just, you know what, you got my wonky eye. You're welcome. I actually think I like this product. Like it's just easy to work with to me. I'm also gonna go in next for my brows with the Brow Drama color Deep Brown. And this is just sort of like a mascara for your eyebrows, but I like it because it kind of makes them a little bit darker, and I hope that it helps keep some of that product that I just put on in place. My hand literally always looks crazy after I do my makeup, just because I don't ever want to go in with too much product. Cool. So there's my brows. They're very natural, but that's the look I'm going for. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is going to be, I'm going to do the liner. So funny enough for the liner, and I saw this on Kylie Jenner's makeup tutorial, but I started doing this when I tried this brow pomade, this thing that comes like this, because I didn't have any liner with me, and I used brow product as a liner. And I was just like, you know what, whatever, it works. And then I saw that Kylie Jenner did it, and I was like, oh, I'm just being so of the times, on trend. The reason why I like this as a liner, first of all, I like the color a lot, and second of all, I find it really easy to work with. It's less scary when I use brown. When I do black, I'm just like, don't mess this up. But brown, I feel like I can do. So what I do is I literally, just going in at my lash line and doing a line. And this line is not gonna be good, probably, at first, but I'll fix it. And I'm using this like flat brush. I'm gonna put a little bit of my moisturizer on my hand as well. The Biotherm, just because I'll use it sort of as a makeup remover. And I'm just gonna go in with a Q-tip and dip it in there and just clean up, oh my, clean up any weird lines there. I mean, it's okay if it's not perfect. I just like kind of use the moisturizer to help shape this lines, but I just feel like that does definitely help. And it's a very, very subtle line, as you can see, very subtle. And then I do go in a little bit just on the outside of my eye. I don't go, meaning I don't go in the tear duct, or is that what it's called, a tear duct? I go on the outside because I think it makes my eyes look bigger. Like, I'm literally just using the brush almost as a stamp. And I kind of stop in the middle of my eye. See? And I will do the same thing on the other side. I'm going back into the brow pomade and I'm going to do the other eye. This side is always a little bit harder for me because, you know, my eye situation. Oh God. It's a little hard to do it while I'm holding the mirror. That's why I'm like on the struggle bus here. But I'm also gonna go in at the bottom, again on the outside of my, and kind of go in towards the center of my eye and stop there. And I'm just gonna go in again with a Q-tip and a little bit of moisturizer. So just pump it on my hand, and I'm just gonna make sure that the liner's not like too all over the place. I actually think it's fine. Cool, yeah, so as you can see, it's a very, very, very subtle, just a tiny bit of brown liner on the top and a tiny bit of brown liner on the bottom. And that's all. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna go in with some mascara. I'm gonna curl my lashes again just because I really want them to get up there. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this Snapscara. I definitely think that I have seen a difference in my eyelashes from the castor oil. Cool, other side. Okay, cool. That is my eyelashes. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a little bit of blush. I like blush, I think it looks nice, and I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of this color right here. This is, I ran out of highlighter, but I have a different one. And this is from the Master Contour Palette, and I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this kind of on the outside of my cheeks. While I'm letting my mascara dry, I'm also going to do a tiny bit of bronzer because I'm gonna go in a little bit and do just a tiny bit of shadow. So I have this City bronzer. Here's the color. And I'm gonna go in with the same brush, which is fine to me. I go a little bit off on my forearm just in case there's a lot. And I'm going just here a tiny bit. And there. I also will go in the top of my forehead. I let it go sort of into my hairline, just so that it doesn't look stark or anything. I'm also gonna go a little bit down my neck, just in case there's anything that really needs to be blended there. There you go. I'm gonna go in now and do just a tiny bit of shadow on my eyes while my mascara was drying. I just didn't wanna like go in there and mess with it. The reason why I do it in that sequence is just because if I ever make any mistakes, like if I'd had shadow on first and then I did mascara. Sometimes I mess up my mascara like everyone and it gets all over my lash lid. So sometimes I just let myself do lashes first and then I go in and do eyeshadow. But that's just me. I'm going to use City Mini Palette and I'm gonna probably go in with a tiny bit of this like deeper brown right here. So I'm just gonna grab a brush. I'll probably go in with this one. Get some of that. Again, I'm like taking a little bit off onto me. Like I look insane now. Look at me. Shadow right here. And I'm gonna define my crease just a tiny, tiny bit. Even that's more than I would normally do, but that's okay. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And I'll probably blend this out in a little bit with another brush, but for now, just going in at my crease here and just doing this little bit of brown. I'm gonna take another brush that I have in here and just blend around the edges. I know eyeshadow can be really particular for people, but all I'm trying to achieve is just bring out my eyes a little bit. And then I am gonna do a little bit of highlighter. So I have here the Master Chrome by Face Studio. I can't open it. Oh shit, I got it everywhere. I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of this. Also gonna use my fingers. Go in like kind of on the top of my cheekbone here. Again, it's supposed to be applied with a brush, but I'm just doing it with a little bit of my fingers. I feel like I have better control when I just use my fingers. I'm gonna do a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Definitely a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And obviously on the other side here, just above my cheekbone. I can never get my highlighter the same on both sides, but here's to trying. Yeah. And I'm also gonna do a tiny bit on my, I'm going to do a tiny bit here on my brow bone, just to give it a tiny bit of shine. Same on the other side. Okay, cool. And the last thing I'm going to do, actually really quickly, I'm going to do just a tiny bit of setting powder. I'm actually just gonna do a little bit of this on my chin because that's kind of the only place I tend to get. The last thing I'm going to do is lips. So what I'm going to do for a lip is this really natural color that I love. It is called 376 Pink for Me, and it's a Color Sensational color, I believe. Here's the color. And I love it. I think it's such a pretty color and it's pretty natural, but you can tell that you have lipstick on. And there, that's kind of my complete look for my slightly smoky brown eye. I'm not a makeup pro or anything like that. These are just some of the things that I've picked up along the way and how I like to do things. But I do think this is a nice, like clean, pretty, natural. I really like it and I think it makes my eyes bigger and kind of accentuates my blue eyes, which is why I like it. And yeah, so let's move on to hair, yeah? So here's my natural texture. Sort of just a frizzy wave going on here. I have my hair straightener right here. And I'm just gonna go in, and if you watched my last hair video, you will have seen this, that I'm just gonna go in and straighten the ends a little bit. Same on the other side. And then I'm gonna go in towards my hairline and straighten the bits by my face just to frame my face a little bit. I'm also straightening. I have a mirror behind you, so that's why I'm looking over there. I am just going in at my part and just straightening a little bit there to smooth that out. Also, sorry I didn't say this, I do have in my hair that an Eels formula, which is a finishing serum, and I just use that because it helps with the frizz a little bit. Doing it on the other side, going in at my part and just sort of flattening out those bits there. And also going in towards my hairline, straightening that. And sometimes I go back here and straighten a little bit too, because I have some crazy hairs in the back sometimes. I'm going to iron back a little bit of these hairs here so that they frame my face like I did in my other hair video. But yeah, so today I just let my hair air dry, so it's just a little bit poofier. Yeah, just like the texture's not as good when I do that. It's just better when I sleep on it. And I'm doing the same thing on this side, ironing the hair away from my face, just so I get a little bit of it framing my face. Okay. I'm not gonna go overboard with my hair or anything. I'm just kind of letting my natural texture be. And now, as you can see, I kind of have a few of these pieces that are framing my face. And now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of sparkling soda. Like I said in my other hair video, this kind of make your hair greasy. It does not make my hair greasy. For me, I feel like it just kind of tames a little bit of my frizz, which I like, obviously. Hold on. I think I need a little bit more help on the top here. Cool. And before I go on to what I'm going to wear, just a tiny bit more lipstick. I don't know where my mirror went, so you're my mirror now. Cool, so that's it for hair and makeup. I mean, yeah, it doesn't usually take me that long, but because I'm talking, I lose my words and fumble a little bit. But yeah, that's it for hair and makeup. So now I'm gonna go show you what I'm going to wear. So let's go. So what I'm going to wear is this plaid jacket with a plaid matching pant, which I'm so obsessed with, and this Wolfer turtleneck bodysuit, which is a really good basic if anyone ever needs one. I'm gonna put that on and show you what it looks like. So actually, this is what this looks like, just the pants and the turtleneck bodysuit. You could totally do it just like this, but I am gonna throw the jacket on with it just because I think the whole suit together is super cute. So here it is with the jacket. I'm going to put a shoe on with it. So here is the jacket and the pants together, and now I'm gonna go get some shoes. So for my shoe choice, I'm going to do these Stuart Weitzman like sock booties that I really like. So the pants are high-waisted, and I love that these are like a sock booty, so I'm just gonna cuff them a tiny bit so that they look like so. So here is my final look, you guys. So here is my little blazer and my pants. If you can see, I don't know if you can. So I have my tiny little Chanel bag here, my last few accessories. I just have little tiny hoop earrings on here, my wedding ring and my engagement ring. And I also have on this sort of faux fur jacket that's actually Zara. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna head to this holiday party. Thank you guys for watching. This is sort of how I get ready when I'm heading out for sort of a night out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if my outfit shots weren't that good. I don't really know how to capture that in a really good way. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, write them below and I'll do my best to get back to you. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Happy holidays.